What is up, YouTube? This is LaLaLakers, and I'm bringing you another game. Uh, and this is going to be a very important video for my channel. And okay, first off, I want to let you know that I finally reached level 30, so I'm very, very, very excited about that. So yeah, I'm finally able to play some ranked games. Now, I know there haven't been any videos on my channel recently, and the main reason for that is because LoL Replay has actually had a problem, and they even notified their users about it with the recent patch of League. So I wasn't able to record any videos, but luckily it seems like it's been fixed, at least on my end for the most part. So hopefully we'll be able to hopefully I'll be able to record this game for you. As you can see, some more good news. I have actually, um, well, I feel that I'm able to play all 5 positions now in League of Legends, so I'm very, very excited about that, and I'm glad to bring you my first game as a jungler. So with this game, I am playing uh, Malphite jungle. So let's talk about the team comp. Okay, so in the top lane is going to be, um, I believe, Master Yi. Yeah, Master Yi top. Myself as Malphite jungle. I have a Twisted Fate mid, a Vayne AD carry, and a Blitzcrank support. And for the opposing team, they have a Tryndamere top, a WuKong jungle, Lux mid, Ashe AD carry, and Taric support. Um, Sorry about that. If you hear me smoking, it's I'm using my hookah at the moment while I'm recording this, so don't mind me on that. So as you can see, I start wolves and start blue, then head down to my wraiths. So yeah, I got a little bit of leash there. So Malphite jungle is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. He has some of the easiest clears in my opinion of any jungler I've ever played. Now, of course, I've only played very few, but I do test out champions before I actually play them in a game. And Malphite was definitely one of the champions that I felt comfortable with playing in a game in my first game as jungler because of his ability. So right here, I'm just getting golems because my bot lane, a lot of bot lanes at my level don't really care about golems. So I finish the golems and then head off to the red buff. The golems with Malphite it's not a big issue at all, so I just take the golems and then that way I have enough time for my smite to come off cooldown, so that I'm able to finish off the red buff pretty easily. So I reached level 3. I don't know if I head back completely, but as you can tell, I started off very average for jungler, Hunter's Machete with 5 health pots, and I do end up backing there. Alright, so jungling, it was a challenge, it was a learning curve, um, and obviously, I still don't consider, like, I'm not a main jungler by any means, but it's a very, very fun position to play in League. In my opinion, you control a lot of the game. You control when you gank, when you put pressures on lane. You also have to support your lanes in the case that they're being pushed or they're struggling. You're the backup, you're the reinforcements. So definitely a position that is very important, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to learn it. So right here, finish off the wolves. None of the buffs are up, and don't really see any ganking opportunities at the moment. So right here I just check and see how TF is doing, walk right by, and head on to the race. Oh, actually, I do decide to head up to mid and see if I can put a little bit of pressure on Lux. Sure enough, she does um, become a little bit aggressive, and we do get the force flash. So I see that she lands a binding on TF, so I was about to leave, and then as soon as she landed that binding, I stuck around just to make sure that she doesn't become aggressive and pick up that kill on TF without, making her pay. So I see that, nothing really happened off of that. At least we burned her flash, which is obviously very good. So I go back to my race. Head back to the golems since they've already respawned. Just try to get. The thing with Malphite is obviously he is a very good jungler, but when he's level 6, his ultimate is the reason why he's banned so much, and why people fear his jungle. So I head over to the Tribush bot. I see the Ashe is pretty pushed up, so I come on in. Tried to land a Q, but Taric stunned me, and Ashe went right into the bush at the right time. Nice grab by Blitz. I get stunned once again, I believe. Vayne traps her into the wall, stuns her. I flash, and I believe I ignited to try to get that kill. Blitzcrank actually ends up getting the kill with an auto attack, if I'm not mistaken. So nonetheless, good pressure put on by all three of us. The slow, what's it called? The exhaust was used perfectly, right as Vayne stunned her. So very hard for Ashe to escape out of that situation, and we end up picking up the kill. Myself and Vayne get the assist, so that's always good. So after that, I head up to finish race, and then I see that TF and Lux actually killed each other, so I go to check to make sure that the minions aren't pushing too hard, and decide to back. So my first visit, I didn't really talk about it, but I picked up cloth armor just for some, added strength in the jungle, because it still is early game. So this visit, I do pick up my Madrids and get a little bit of armor. Also have enough for boots and to restock my health pots. So once again, I'm ready to clear. Alright, so I head up to finish the wolves off once again. Lanes are back to normal. Then I go over to the blue. I forgot if I pinged TF. I don't believe I did. So I just pick up this blue for myself, and with that experience, I'm able to reach level 6. So as soon as I hit level 6, I'm looking to do something with it. So I let TF know that I'm heading mid. Head over to the bush. Lux is still being pretty aggressive, so I have a feeling that it's not warded. But then she backs off a little bit. She probably knows something is up. So I decide to back off, and just while I was waiting for an attempted gank mid, Tryndamere actually picked up a kill on my duo Q partner, Mythion, on his Master Yi. So that was kind of unfortunate, but I go up to see if Tryndamere was still in lane, being a little bit too aggressive, but he was not. He smartly backed off. Pick up some farm before Yi comes back to lane. just so the minions can push up a little bit, and then head into the bush to try to see if I can catch anyone walking by. But I don't believe anyone passes by. So I decide to head back into ganking position for mid. And once again, Lux is pushed a little bit too far up. Nice stun landed by TF, forcing another flash from Lux. So good amount of pressure put on every time we gank mid, which is a pretty good start for myself and TF. So I head to the bot lane. As you can see, it is warded, and then Ashe's, I believe it's her W, confirms that they spotted me in the bush. So I just back off. My red's up anyways, so I head over to that, start working on getting my red buff. Alright, so walk across once again. Looking to go take the long way around, so I don't get targeted, and head up towards top because they're getting in another fight, and Tryndamere pops his ult, flashes away, Yeet's still chasing him. I ult in and pick up the kill with my E. I didn't really want to waste an ult there, but since I didn't really see any opportunity where I was going to use it anytime soon, because I was going to head right down to Wolves once again. Lux and TF pretty much have the lane frozen in mid, and I was top, so far away from bot. So I figured might as well, one thing about using ultimates that are very crucial in team fights, or very crucial in general, like Malphites, which is probably one of the most amazing in that, in terms of that, is that it's not really a bad exchange unless a team fight is about to brew and you waste it for a single kill. That's not always great. But if you use your ultimate, especially early game like this, and you can secure a kill this early, it's not really a bad thing. So as you can see, I have a minute left already for it to come off cooldown, and we did secure that kill on Tryndamere. So it wasn't that bad of an exchange at all. I was pretty happy with it. So as I'm working on race, I stand now at 1-0-1, 13 minutes into the game, trying to decide where I want to go. I decide to head towards the Wolves, just in case I want to gank top or mid. So once again, top is exchanging skills as they continue to harass each other. Tryndamere is actually in this bush. I meet him with the Q to slow him down. He spins away though. I can't catch him with that. So just start working on some minions, and he starts becoming aggro on me. So I had a feeling that the jungler was there. And sure enough, I do see WuKong coming. He did slow me, and then I see TF come into the frame, lands a nice stun combo right onto what's his name? Sorry, Tryndamere. So he is able to spin away, popping his ult once again to keep himself alive. And in that case, it was very useful. Right here, WuKong puts a lot of pressure on me. The Lux ult comes out, not able to finish me. She lands a nice stun on TF. He gets taken very, very low. Luckily, we both are able to walk away from that. My passive is up, so any sniping with a snare or anything like that, or with a stun, wasn't going to be enough to kill me. So luckily, we both survived out of that without dying, and kind of a wasted ult by TF, but nonetheless, we were able to stop the pressure that was being put on top, and I had Tryndamere very close to dying once again. So we definitely are making Tryndamere pay for being a little bit aggressive on Yi early. Um, we did pick up that kill earlier, and once again he's without his ult at the moment. So I decided to head up to blue to give it to TF. One thing about jungler, is you're in control of giving buffs away. I highly recommend giving buffs early as possible to players that seem to know what they're doing. Obviously, as you can see, that TF, he knew what he was doing. That's the perfect TF combo, is to ult in, land that stun card, and then immediately follow that with the damage. So once again, TF pops his ult, and Tryndamere gets a little bit worried, decides not to push the lane any further and spin away. So I decided to head mid to see if we can get anything on Lux, because she still is going toe to toe with the TF at the moment. She's now pushed back to tower, so I decided to just walk around and make my way down to the bottom half of the map. So I walk into this bush, see that they're still pushed up, ult in, E, and not much to follow up from Blitzcrank. So that was kind of a bad call on my part. Definitely nothing coming from that ultimate. So I just decided to farm, and then I noticed that Vayne is teleporting in, so I'll let her get the CS because she obviously needs it more so than I do. So still level 8, not too far behind, but nonetheless, a little bit behind. So I just work on getting the red buff for myself. So my team actually does pick up some kills while I continue to jungle. We have the Yi picking up the kill on Tryndamere, and also Lux dying to, I believe, TF. So pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so I start heading top to try to see if Tryndamere is going to return anytime soon. He just respawned. So I decided against it because I know that he has to work his way back into the lane. So I'll start heading towards the bottom half of the map. It actually looks like I head back to the middle and wait. So bot lane obviously doing work. Vayne picked up the tower already, 19 minutes in. Not the quickest tower ever, but nonetheless pretty good. And also picked up a kill on Ashe. But really quick, ult in on Lux, land a Q, flash in, auto attack finishes it off. Or actually, I'm sorry, TF finished it off. So that's kind of good. TF is already 3-1. So any more kills that we can get TF is great at this point. So I noticed that Tryndamere once again killed Yi. So he's continuing to push. So I start heading up there. I don't have my ultimate at the moment. I just land my Q. TF pops his ult, and I didn't notice that he was going in on that, or else I would have continued to follow him. At this time, I notice, oh shit, TF is getting taken really low. So Tryndamere's still here, and Vayne ends up picking up that kill as Tryndamere was trying to escape through the turret, took the turret shot, and also the shot by Vayne. So that allowed Vayne to get the kill, which was kind of good. Actually, very good. So it was a 1-for-1 up top. You know, Yi is 1-3, but at least we're able to put that pressure back on Tryndamere, making him pay for picking up those early kills, because he is also 4-3. So although he is getting, you know, quite a bit of kills for the stage of the game, he also has some deaths to go along with it. So trying to balance out, not letting him snowball too much. So I head bot. I noticed that Taric and Ashe are moving towards mid, so I try to follow them to try to see if we can get kind of a counter gank. I noticed that Ashe is putting pressure on TF already, so I try to go around, finish off the race, and then join Blitzcrank in going towards the mid. He misses a grab that would have been very nice on Lux. Ashe harasses with her arrows. Blitzcrank pops up Taric. Lux lands a nice, very, very nice stun actually, as I look at that again. They got me. Then does do some damage. A team fight breaks out by blue. I ult in, getting 3 members of the opposing team. TF gets a kill on Taric. I get a kill on Lux, and Vayne gets a kill on Ashe. Some nice distribution there. And I decide, since we're here, might as well pick up a free blue. And then I notice, oh shit, WuKong has joined the mix. He pops his ult, bringing Blitzcrank very low. I finish off the blue so that I don't waste it. Blitzcrank is obviously very, very low. WuKong continues to harass, but Vayne deals some nice damage. Blitzcrank rejoins the fight, and WuKong is able to decoy away, and I cut him off to make sure that he can't go back to the tower. Vayne and Blitzcrank continue to chase, and Blitzcrank actually ends up picking up the kill with his ultimate. So Vayne gets another assist. She is now 4-5-4. So at least I think we executed that pretty well. You know, pretty nice teamwork there, chasing him down, not letting him escape, even with him using his decoy. It wasn't enough, and we do pick up that kill. TF actually headed top during that whole exchange and was able to get a tower under our belt as well. Haven't really been talking about my items in this game. Sorry about that. So, as of course, after that Razor, I did pick up my base for a Sunfire Cape. Finished that off. Got Swifties so that I'm able to move around the map. You know, of course, as a jungler, mobility is very, very important. So, definitely a nice pickup for Malphite. One that I like a lot. And on that very last trip there, I did pick up 2 more cloth armors for my next item. So I rejoined the team mid. Lux lands a nice stun on both Vayne and Yi, but nothing to follow up with that as their team begins to back off. We have a ward in the bush, so we're able to see a Tryndamere. I don't think he knew. Blitzcrank lands a nice hook, and all of us pick up that kill. I ult in, getting Ashe pretty low. WuKong pops his ult and just annihilates a lot of us. And then that Lux ult on top of that was great. I fall quickly to Ashe. Yi falls to Taric. And Blitzcrank, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he DC'd or what was with that, but he just stood in front of the tower instead of behind it, which would have been a much better place. And he gives up a free kill as well. So that completes the ace for them. Not a very good team fight there at all. Even though, we did apply some pressure at the beginning, they responded very well. So, it's still pretty early in the game, so the death timers weren't that large. So I'm able to respawn pretty quickly before they're able to get our inhibitor turret, but they were able to get um, the inner turret, the inner mid turret. So that kind of sucks. So on that last trip to the shop, I was able to pick up and finish my warden's mail. I started working on blue. Was planning on giving it to TF, but I just noticed that TF was fighting with Tryndamere, so I just finished it off the blue. Tryndamere is trying to escape from Yi and TF now. TF pops his ult, has his stun card ready, does stun Tryndamere, who pops his ult, trying to reverse the damage onto TF. He does slow him, but Yi is able to pick up the kill as soon as his ult wears off, and we do pick up another kill on Tryndamere, being a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. So I start heading mid as I see some of their team gathering there, and also Blitz being there as well. Yi decides to join as well. So right here I walk into this bush. Not a very smart move on my part. Luckily, Lux and WuKong did not attempt to go very aggressive on me. One of the benefits of Malphite is people don't want to fight you. They really don't, because you are so tanky. It really takes a lot of skills and a lot of abilities to take me down, unless it's multiple players. So right here, who was it? Vayne, I believe. Oh no, it was Yi gets caught out. I pop my ult to get quite a bit of them. I realize that I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. Flash away and just try to harass them as much as possible. Trin lands a nice slow on me. They continue to be aggressive. Lux throws out her ult. I'm dashing. I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to move away from my team because I think they're in the advantage right now. So I do land my Q. Am able to stay away from Tryndamere. He spins. He continues. He tower dives me. I do a little ring around the rosy. He spins, misses it. TF lands some nice cards and picks up the double kill on Tryndamere. So a little evasiveness on my part leads to another Tryndamere death and another assist. So I will gladly take that. So on this trip, I pick up a chain vest to increase my armor a little bit more. And then decide to rejoin my team mid. As you can see, my ult's coming up. Actually, it's up right now as I speak. So, I'm definitely ready for a team fight if one does break out. I do notice that TF is a little bit low. He's at half health. Blitzcrank is about, a little over half health. So, probably not the best idea to start a team fight at this moment. But nonetheless, we are all here mid, whereas their Tryndamere's there at top. Blitz lands a nice hook, grabbing the Lux. We melt her down. I pop my ult, and it gets Ashe and Taric, and we continue to chase. Ashe just avoids the Blitzcrank grab there. Yi and I decide, Ashe isn't getting away. So Yi tower dives, I tower dive. We do take quite a bit of turret hits, and then we run right into Tryndamere with WuKong chasing. At this point, I knew it was trouble, so I just wanted to do some damage. Undying Rage puts in some more work for the enemy team. WuKong picks up the double kill with his ult. I continue to just, play aggressive. They go all out on me, and WuKong does end up chasing me down after quite a bit of auto attacks. He finally does pick up the kill. So even though that was kind of unfortunate, and that towards the end of that last exchange, in the end we do win out. You know, we picked up the kill on Tarek, Ash, and Tryndamere, where they got myself and Twisted Fate, I believe. So I'll be respawning soon. I end up finishing my Frozen Heart. So at this point, you know, 30 minutes in, I'm very, very tanky with quite a bit of armor and quite a bit of damage as well. Of course, with Malphite, I'm maxing my E first because it does quite a bit of damage. Oh, sorry about that. Just dropped my mic like a true professional. So my ult's up at the moment. I ping for TF to come get the blue, but he decides to ult in at the bottom and pick up a kill. So that's totally fine as I work away on this blue. So right here, I bait out the golem to. I tried to be very careful because I knew I couldn't stay too close because I do have that Sunfire cape, and you know it'll do constant damage if I'm too close. Luckily, I just walked away, let it regen some health, but at least TF was able to pick up the blue there. So I step into the tri-bush, trying to see if anyone wants to contest Yi pushing. So, you know, worst case scenario, Yi pushes without any resistance, and TF actually joins with using his teleport, I believe. And so I decide to follow because I know eventually they are going to be coming to try to contest this because they can't just let an inner turret fall like that. Tryndamere comes, he spins right in, we pick up the kill. We do lay out some damage on Tryndamere. Tarek joins the fight. TF Yi falls very, very quickly. TF falls right after that with a nice Ash arrow, and all of a sudden it's a 5-on-1. The slow, the stun, and the ultimate, and I believe just a basic auto attack finished me off there. So that one did not go as well. We did get the turret as we wanted, but they ended up picking up 3 kills off of that. While that was going on, though, Vayne is pushing the bottom lane with a huge creep wave. So she decides to let that go and recall. So with this visit, you know, not much money under my belt. I do pick up just a ruby health crystal and head back out. Health and armor are Malphite's best friend. Of course, you do have his passive, which is each time Malphite doesn't take damage for 10. Oh, whoops! I was thinking of another champion. Never mind that last statement. So I head on over to red, start picking it up. I don't see Vayne anywhere nearby, so I just decide to pick it up for myself. TF actually picks up another kill, makes WuKong pay for for soloing the dragon, and as that happens, we notice that they're starting to push up mid. I land an ult on a Tryndamere. I was aiming for a couple more players. I don't believe I even got Tarek. Tryndamere gets dropped very low, but once again, it is Tryndamere. The Undying Rage goes off, so my team does pick up that kill. They continue on. TF falls very quickly as well. Taric gets a nice stun, and Yi and Blitzcrank also fall. So another team fight that does not go in our favor, and we definitely need to pick that up. Vayne does teleport in from the back though, and decides to try to play the cleanup role. But she gets aced. She allows them to complete the ace. So as you can see at this point, Ashe is very scary. She has built the Infinity Edge, the Bloodthirster, Static Shiv, and looks like she's working on another core item with the pickaxe and a longsword. She's standing at 15, 6, and 5. Definitely not what we want. They actually pick up our inhibitor turret off of that ace. Luckily, I was able to respawn in time where I do ward them off of the inhibitor itself. So that was kind of unfortunate for us, but we all regroup mid and try to find a way that we can get back into this game, because it's definitely not out of reach. The gold lead is 2.3k at the moment, and they have a 3 kill count ahead of us. So definitely not out of reach by any means. So another team fight breaks out by the blue. I noticed that WuKong had already used his decoy, so he tries spinning in. He does actually catch TF, but he is getting chopped down very quickly. Nice grab there by Blitz over the wall, and we do pick up a kill on the Ashe as well. So that was a much needed exchange there. Exactly what we needed to get back into this game. Tryndamere and Taric are trying to hold the turret. Blitz lands another great grab. Oh my god, another great grab, and we do nuke down Tryndamere. I chase him down to try to get the kill. Wasn't able to, but we were able to finish the Taric. Vayne picked up that kill, and we continue pushing with the ace picked up by TF, who I believe used his ult to go around and finish off Tryndamere. We pick up the inhibitor turret. We continue pushing. The inhibitor falls, and Lux's ult comes out as she is just respawned. We decide, alright, well, since it's just Lux, I decide to tank this turret, take a little bit more damage than I was expecting to, so we get another inhibitor turret. We continue pushing. The inhibitor is going down very quickly. Blitz lands another nice grab, finishes off that Lux just as quickly as she joined that fight, even though it was not voluntarily. So off of that great kills, off of those great kills on WuKong and Ashe at the beginning of that fight, we do pick up 2 inhibitors off of it. So very good exchange for us. Definitely what we needed to get back into this game. And just as quickly as we were down, automatically right away we're back in the lead by almost 1,000 gold, or I'm sorry, 2,000 gold. And the kills are now in our favor, 33-30. So we're right back in control of this game, pushing almost every lane. So I decide to back. So on this back, I finish off my Aegis of Legion for a little bit of armor for the entire team, and in team fights that will definitely help out quite a bit. So obviously the next item I'm going for is Runic Bulwark, which is one of my favorite items for junglers. I personally prefer it over Locket of the Iron Solari. I love the armor aura that it gives to teammates, especially with Malphite, where I'm going to be getting right into the team fights with my ultimate. It's definitely an item that I think benefits us quite a bit. So once again, we continue to push now that both the teams have respawned and are full and ready to fight. We push the top. Blitz trying to land another grab over the wall. He's been doing very well with those grabs. Let's see if he can get another one here. Ash throws out her arrows over the wall. Actually catches all three of us. So we decide to back off. You know, there's already quite a bit of pressure being put on their base. Since we did lure them top, our bottom creep and our middle creeps moved into their base, so they are forced to go attend that. Meanwhile, we back off and pick up a free Baron. So now with the Baron buff, there's no doubt that we're in the lead of this game, and we have our eyes set on finishing it. Tryndamere almost gets caught there, is forced to flash away as soon as he sees all 5 of us. I ult, she flashes away from it. Taric lands a nice stun. Tryndamere's getting melted down there. Lux actually does pick up that kill on TF. Blitz is in a bad position as well, and he also falls to the Ashe. So now we're at a disadvantage, 3-5. You know, our Baron buffs aren't putting in very much work. Lux lands a nice stun on me, and once again, they're doing quite a bit of damage. Yi gets taken down very easily, and I am starting to melt as well. Ashe picks up the double kill, make that a triple kill, and so much for our advantage as we get aced in a very pivotal point of the game. A very even game so far, as you can see. After that last failed team fight on our part, the kill count is now 34-35, with the opposing team now having the advantage once again, and the gold is once again within 1,000 gold of each other. So very close game all around. Lucky for us, you know, they were not able to create any pressure off of that ace, even though we had long kill timers, because of the pressure that we had already put on them, and every single lane was pushing. The only advantage that they were able to gain off of that ace was pushing mid, and freezing it at the middle, and making sure that no more minions are found in their base anymore. Although bot lane is still pushing pretty well. So we decide to head back mid. You know, we wait for Vayne to rejoin the group before we want to do anything, obviously. So we continue to push up the mid. We still have super minions going mid, so that's an advantage for us. I decided to just pick up some free wraiths, get some gold. As you can see after that last death, I was able to finish off the runic bulwark, so we should fare a little bit better defensively in our next team fight. TF, I believe he popped his ult to see where they were, and sure enough, they were caught out of position. I flash over the wall, ult in on Ashe to try to get her out of the fight immediately. We are successful in that. Blitz gets taken down pretty well. Another great ultimate by WuKong picks up multiple members. Blitz was able to finish off Tryndamere. Tryndamere was able to finish off Yi. TF was able to finish off Taric. WuKong was able to finish off TF, and Vayne was able to kill WuKong. Lux was able to kill Vayne. So very back and forth affair. And Lux is able to kill me, and now she's chasing down Blitzcrank for the official ace. Lands a nice stun over the wall, and they do pick up that ace. So just when you thought we were about to get right back into this game, they pick up a 4-for-5 trade there, with Lux finishing it off. So even though we were able to focus the AD carry right from the beginning, we were not. It took a little bit too long to take her down, and those seconds that we wasted trying to chase her down, and even though we did pick up the kill and some other ones with it, it was a very close fight. Um, it definitely hurt us in the long run. Once again, though, because mid was pushed so far up, they weren't able to gain much advantage off of the ace. Once again, Yi was able to respawn in time before Lux even hit our inhibitor with uh, with the minions. Yi chases down Lux, gets caught in a bad position, does finish off Lux, but now Taric, Ashe, and Tryndamere, I believe, are on him, and they end up picking up that kill. So it's a 1-for-1 after Yi got caught out of position a little bit. But nonetheless, we still definitely have a shot if we do fight here 4-for-4, 4v4. So they continue to try to push up mid. My ult is already back up, which you've got to love about Malphite. I noticed that Taric is there. Don't really have vision on WuKong or Ashe. Tryndamere, while this is all going on, is pushing top. Vayne gets caught with a nice stun. Luckily, they were a little bit out of position and weren't able to finish or weren't able to follow up on that. So Blitzcrank and TF go deal with Tryndamere top, and it's a very close exchange, but TF is able to get the kill on Tryndamere. Blitzcrank rejoins us mid. WuKong flashes. Nice grab on the Taric there. I pop out my ult, but Ashe was able to get away from that. She flashes away there. WuKong caught behind us. Vayne is able to take him down very quickly, and we pick up that kill for free pretty much. So with 3 down for them, all 5 up for us, we push back mid. Mid has been pushed back and forth all game long. Ashe throws out her scouting arrow pretty much to see where we are, and she does land on me. I land a Q on her to try to see if we can follow up, but we are unable to. Lux throws out her ult, and another nice grab on Ashe. She falls quickly to us 3. Lux does land a binding on Blitzcrank, tries to harass him, and we pick up the inhibitor. So we work automatically. We move over to the other inhibitor that has already respawned. Blitz tries to land another hook. Tryndamere gets melted down by Vayne, but another nice binding by Lux, but unable to follow it up as TF gets another kill. Taric joins at a bad time. He does get dropped by Vayne. Undying Rage comes off. WuKong does finally finish off Vayne, but I was able to kill Tryndamere and WuKong there for the double kill, and we pick up the inhibitor. So myself and TF continue to push. Now that's now an ace. We have 17 seconds before Ashe is up. We push the first Nexus turret, and I accidentally get caught quickly. Yi has now joined the fight from top after he was pushing. We immediately turn to the Nexus and pick up a well-deserved win. So a very, very great game, completely back and forth the entire time, and I had a lot of fun. So my first game as jungler in a PvP setting turns out pretty well. I end up going 5, 6, and 25, which I will take all the assists. You can call me Steve Nash. I will take all the assists. So a good game all around. Had a lot of fun jungling. Since this game, I have been jungling more so I definitely will be bringing you some more games as jungler. Maybe some unique ones as well. I also have a new segment in mind, so be on the lookout for the channel. Remember to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and this is LaLaLakersLoL.